Gothic Revival as my architecture style for this presentation. The Gothic Revival style of architecture was popular during the Romantic era, specifically from 1840 to 1880. Today, the style is uncommon in residential architecture, but is often used in the design of churches and cathedrals. Form and plan. There are quite a few subtypes in Gothic architecture, but the most common are the centered gable, asymmetrical, front gabled roof, and paired gable roof forms. In this presentation, I'll be focusing on Elley Villa, pictured here. I saw the building on a walk with a friend on East Maxwell Street. Elley Villa is an example of the centered gable form of Gothic architecture. Craftsmanship. While Gothic homes vary in their shape and size, they have some universal characteristics. For example, they are typically asymmetric and taller than 1 story. Gothic Revival roofs are steeply pitched with slightly overhanging eaves, and most have cross gables. The walls of these homes often extend into these gables. Elley Villa contains each of these characteristics. It is a steeply pitched gable roof with 3 cross gables, that being the centered gable and then the 2 paired gables off to the sides. The walls extend into each cross gable. Additionally, the walls of Elley Villa are made of brick masonry, a material seen in Gothic Revival style. Bay windows are a staple of Gothic Revival architecture. They can take on a couple forms, the classic bay window as well as an oriel window. Another key aspect of Gothic Revival windows are window crowns, specifically the drip mold style. Both types of bay windows are present in Elley Villa. Classic bay windows are most commonly found on the first floor in Gothic Revival architecture. Elley Villa has one off to the far right. Elley Villa also has an oriel window in the middle of the center gable. Additionally, you can see an example of the wooden drip crown molding on the windows in each paired gable. These are all staples of Gothic Revival architecture. Porch. So, Gothic Revivals have a 1-story porch ranging from entry to full width in size. The porch roof is usually supported by wooden supports that form flattened Gothic arches, also known as Tudor arches. Elley Villa has an example of a full-width, 1-story Gothic Revival porch. An example of a Tudor arch is highlighted here. Ornaments. So, in Gothic Revival architecture, you'll often see grouped chimneys, finials, vegboard, and foils. Elley Villa has all of these things. I know it looks a little bit messy, but they were color-coded. So, as you can see, there are 2 grouped chimneys on the roof. There are 3 finials, also in this similar area on the roof. The grouped chimneys are also made of stone masonry. The vegboard and the finials are made of wood. Also, you can't really see it from this angle, but on the 2 sides of the gabled roof also have vegboard, just like the center front gable. You can kind of see a little bit of it hanging off the edges, but you can't really tell from the angle of this picture. Additionally, there are 3 foils in the front of the house. I believe that they have glass in them, not 100% sure. But yeah, so thank you for listening. My resources, really, it was just the textbook, specifically the Field Guide to American Houses, the 2nd edition by Virginia Savage McAllister, and more specifically the section on Gothic Revival, which is pages 266 to 280. Thank you.